Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk about Offline Reading 1, Unit 4 Skills section. As you know, the importance of reading skills cannot be stressed enough. Therefore, in this video, you will learn more about two important reading skills. Okay, let's get started. So, do you ever feel like you spend too much time reading? Do you have trouble determining which parts of a text are the most important? Do you wish you could collect information from books in a quicker and more efficient way? If so, consider skimming the next time you sit down to read a text. So what is skimming? Skimming is a selective reading method in which you focus on the main ideas of a text. When skimming, you deliberately need to skip the parts that provide details, stories, data, or other elaboration. So, why is skimming important? You need the big picture or main points when you're reading. Even if you're going to do a more detailed reading of the text, skimming can help you better comprehend what you read. Knowing when and how to skim will help you become a more efficient reader. You will become better at determining what parts of the text are most important. There may be also some times when you need to understand the big picture. Also, sometimes you don't have time to do everything. With skimming, you'll be able to cover vast amounts of material more quickly and save time. In this way, you can understand what the text is about, what kind of information each paragraph has, for example, names, dates, numbers, and the keywords, whether it is relevant to what you are looking for, and what type of text it is. Is it a report, a letter, an article, or a scientific text? Who the audience is. Is it written for children, adults, general public, or professionals? And what the writer's purpose is. Is it to describe something, to give information, to inform the reader about something, to explain something, to instruct, or to persuade readers? And how the writer feels and what his attitude is. So is the writer angry, sad, critical, happy, agreeing, disagreeing? Then, how do we skim a text? A basic skimming technique is to read the first sentence, look through the text for the keywords, and perhaps read the last sentence. And you should never stop and spend time to understand the details. Okay, now let's continue with an example. Let's look at the example given here. Okay, so look at the question, first of all. What is the paragraph about? Skim the text very quickly to find the answer to this question. I hope that was easy for you. So, the correct answer is here. Okay, let me show you the answer key. D. Okay, reading the first sentence and looking through the rest of the paragraph very quickly will give you the keywords. Words like evaporate, form, clouds, return to land will help you get the answer. And difficult words like transpiration and precipitation are not necessary, so you can just read past them. And now let's practice the skill. Skim the following short paragraphs and answer the questions as instructed. Now we have a very short paragraph with 3 questions. First of all, let's focus on this one. Then I will show you the answer key. And now I'm going to show you the answers. But you know that instead of closely reading every word, you need to read the first sentence, the last sentence, and some of the keywords in the text very quickly. Now let's see the answers. Okay, the first one is the paragraph is mainly about the oldest tree in the world. And if you look at the phrase, the oldest tree part, it is repeated. And the paragraph is from a textbook. We can clearly understand this because it gives information about this old tree. And in fact, by saying this, I give the answer of the following question. The writer's purpose is to give information, and we can understand this from the numbers, from the names of the places, countries. From there, it will be clear for us to understand the answers. And now we have another text with 2 paragraphs. Give short answers to the following questions, please. Before getting the answers, please stop the video and answer the questions on your own. Again, it will take 1 minute for you maybe. Now, let me show you the answers of this. Okay, this part. So, what is paragraph 1 about? It is about what yawning signals or means. You can clearly see this thanks to the words repeated, the word yawning, yawn, or need for oxygen, action, change, or the word means, signals. They help us a lot to understand the paragraph. And the second paragraph is about the first yawn this time. And which words helped you? Of course, children copy other people's yawns, the age of 4, studies on yawning. And lastly, we have the question 6, the text is for the public, general public. Where do we understand this? Look at the questions like why? Why then do we yawn before bedtime? Okay, when you look at the language, the you language over there, the we language over there, we can understand that it is for general public, not for a specific group. Before we continue with the skill scanning, we have one more paragraph to analyze and we need to answer 4 more questions. It says here, circle the type of information you can find in the text. You may have more than one answer. And if you look at the questions 8, 9, and 10, it says choose the best alternative. It is better for you to stop the video for a while and try to answer the questions as quickly as possible. But now I'm going to show you the answers for you. Okay. You can find information about the place names, numbers, and questions here, and I try to highlight them in the paragraph. If you look at this, you can clearly see. And when we look at question 8, the text is about, unfortunately, the Kursk disaster. I think that's the pronunciation. I'm not quite sure. When you look at this, the Kursk is normally a Russian nuclear-powered submarine, but unfortunately it sank and 60 people inside died, and it is a serious accident, it says. From these words, we can understand that it is the disaster. And the text is a part of a newspaper article, most probably. And when we look at the last question, I think the writer is critical, and we can understand this thanks to the last sentence of the text. It is a question, in fact. Are we using technology in the right way? So the writer is questioning this situation with a nice question at the end. Now I would like to move on to scanning. Scanning is another important skill which helps you find specific details within a large body of information given in a text. And while scanning, you look through the text quickly to find information you need or to find whether the text has the information you need. And you know that just like skimming, scanning can increase reading speed and flexibility. And there are some techniques that you can use while scanning. Skim the text to determine what it is about and what information each paragraph contains. Read the questions and underline the keywords. If there are no questions, determine what you're looking for in your mind. Using the keywords, try to guess which paragraph includes the information you're looking for and scan that paragraph and use all the available clues in the text to find the answers to your questions as quickly as possible. Now I'm going to show you an example. Here, the first thing we need to do is to underline the keywords in the questions. And after that, it will be really easy for us to find the answers in the text. Just stop the video for a while, maybe. It will be better for you. And after that, I'm going to show you the answers. Here, I highlighted the keywords in the questions. And if you look at the colors, I use the same colors for the answers. So now let's see the details. So for question 1, you need to look for the symbol, percentage symbol, percent, which gives you the answer, 80% of children. And then you use the date June 6 to find the answer for the second question. And for question 3, you need to look for capitalized place names. The keyword originate helps you to choose China among others. And question 4, the keyword mean and the word in italics help you to find the answer. And for question 5, you need to look for the name of a French king, which is obvious with its capital letter and the number following. And for question 6, to choose the right date among others, you use the keyword company. I think, again, it was easy for you. Let's check this. Okay. But please be extra careful about the questions. So the keywords are the questions as well. So when, which, okay, where, those are the keywords for us as well. And there is one more thing to do. One more practice for you for scanning. Okay. Facts about football. So we will practice the scanning a little bit more. Read the questions, determine the keywords, and then look through the text to find the answers as quickly as possible. Stop the video for a while here again. Try to find the answers very quickly. You can find the answers, you can underline the answers maybe in a minute. And now I'm going to show you the answer key. Again, I highlighted the keywords and I wrote the answers also next to the questions. For a very short text like this, answering the questions is relatively easy, I know, but please do not forget that you will read very long text and you may not have a lot of time to read them all in detail. But thanks to these skills, skimming and scanning, you will become more efficient readers and you will save a lot of time while reading. And this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.